One of the biggest reasons that people put off family pictures, family portraits, is kids. Their kids act horrible, and it embarrasses the parents. It's just an unpleasant experience. So therefore, most people never want to do them. It just gets put off and put off and put off and put off. But I'll tell you, one of the most important things that I've learned over the years to maintain just a good vibe, to make everybody really comfortable, is before the session, when they come in, talk about it. Say, listen, I know coming in for a family portrait is probably low on the totem pole of things that you want to do. But listen, I'm going to make this really easy. And take time to chat with the kids. Pull each kid aside if you have to for a minute and just chat with them. Talk to them about why it's important to be here, why it's important to do what we're doing. And just, if you have to, pretend like you're siding with the kids for a minute and say, listen, I get it, man. This is boring. This is not very much fun. And your sister, oh my gosh, she actually gets on my nerves too, man. But then when you go talk to the sister, say the opposite to her. Say, wow, how do you live with this guy? He has to annoy you. Because to be honest with you, he's starting to annoy me a little bit. But listen, just keep it together for a few minutes. Let's get this knocked out and it'll be done. It'll be over and you can go back to texting and getting on social media or whatever it is that you do. So take a few minutes before your session. Talk about all the things that can go wrong during a normal family session. And then explain to them all the things you're going to do to make this a lot different than what they expect. One of the biggest factors that I feel like you should look for when photographing families is emotion. Emotion is what sells. So during your session, whatever you have to do to evoke, to pull some emotion out of these people. And emotion can be a number of different things. It's not just a smile or a laugh. You know, it can be a mood. It can be a mood that you tell them like, hey, I want you to pretend like you're doing this or pretend like you're doing that. That kind of helps them get into a character of what you're looking for. So laughter, running, you know, the parents tickling the kids, just anything out of the ordinary. Because most of the time, this family, when they're together, the only emotion that they show is probably anger. So if you can evoke something other than anger, 9 out of 10 times you're going to sell it to that parent. Please don't get so hung up on symmetry. You know, if you put one family member here, you got to put another one here and another one here. Don't worry about everything having to be so matchy-matchy. You know, this isn't school sports. This is a family. So don't worry about symmetry. One of the biggest things that you need to worry about, or not worry, but focus on, is get that family as close together as you can. Take a series throughout the portrait session. Just pile them together. Say, Mom, Dad, I want you guys to just really embrace. And then have the kids pile around them and say, lean in there and really hug your mom and dad and act like you like them for just a few minutes. Just pretend that you really, really love them. And the next thing you know, this lady is looking at a picture, or this father is looking at a picture of his family so close together, and they look like they really love each other, which on a general basis is something that he probably doesn't see because everyone is so stressed out. The kids are going this way, that way. He's stressed, his wife is stressed. So this may be the only time that they come together as a family and really look like they love each other. Now, I don't mean that they don't love each other, but I'm just talking about what you view, what you see. So don't get hung up on how you're supposed to pose. Put them together, really tight shots, get in there really close. So families, it's almost a lost art. You know, everyone takes pictures with the iPhone these days. So family pictures are kind of falling to the wayside. So it's our job to continue to raise the bar, elevate people's expectations, and get rid of just the standard, so formal pose. Not saying there's anything wrong with that. Still do a few of those. But mix it up. Make it fun. That's how we're going to have to that's what we're going to have to do to get these people to come back.